Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Imagine if you stumbled upon a mysterious island where ancient rituals and dark secrets shrouded its inhabitants. What if you found yourself entangled in a chilling tale of sacrifice and survival? Now let me ask you this. What would you do if you were faced with a storm of unimaginable proportions and your own life hung in the balance? And if you want to get answers of all these questions, then get ready for a thrilling horror film called Death of Me. Are you ready? Let's dive in. The movie takes place on a picturesque island in Thailand where a vibrant and unique culture thrives. The islanders are gearing up to celebrate their festival when an ominous announcement interrupts their preparations. The radio warns of an impending and ferocious storm that is about to wreak havoc on the island. We are then introduced to Christine and Neil, a couple of tourists staying in one of the island's quaint houses. They wake up in a disheveled state, covered in dirt and confusion. A local farmer passes by and delivers them some fish. And it is then that Christine notices her necklace and wakes up her sleeping husband, who also finds himself covered in dirt. They suddenly realize that they are running late for their flight and begin to wonder what happened to them the previous night. Desperate not to miss their flight, the couple hops into a cab and rushes to the ferry station, the gateway to the mainland. As they arrive at the station, they realize that their passports have gone missing. The station attendant refuses to let them board the boat without proper identification, and to their dismay, they watch their luggage being carried away on the departing boat. The attendant advises them to return later for another boat and assures them that their belongings will be kept safe on the other side. With no choice, Christine and Neil find themselves stranded in their tourist house. Left with unanswered questions about their mysterious night, the couple decides to investigate by looking at Neil's camera footage. To their astonishment, they discover footage of themselves drinking at a local bar. The waitress offers them a drink which they accept, and Christine receives the necklace which is now she wearing. As he puts it on, she gradually falls into a hypnotic state and the footage abruptly ends. In the next disturbing footage, the couple is seen walking in a dark grass field, engaging in a bizarre and unsettling workout routine. Shockingly, Neil begins to choke Christine to death. As he lies lifeless, Neil proceeds to dig a grave in the grass fields and buries her. Returning to the present, Christine confronts Neil after watching the chilling footage. Neil explains that they were drugged, and Christine discovers bruises on her neck, confirming the reality of the choking incident. Overwhelmed by the situation, Christine vomits dirt and the grass, seeking help from Neil. The house owner Samantha and her daughter comes to check on them, witnessing Christine's deteriorating condition. Concerned for her well-being, Samantha advises the couple to consult a local doctor. At the doctor's clinic, Christine's mouth is examined and the couple explains that they were given a substance by the waitress which they suspect caused Christine's bizarre vomiting. The doctor suggests that waitress might have given them corpse oil, known to induce hallucinations. However, the couple insists that they are not hallucinating and proceeds to show the doctor the incriminating footage of Neil choking Christine. Despite the evidence, the doctor dismisses their claims as an elaborate act, refusing to believe their disturbing story. While they discuss their predicament, Christine notices that the local children have their mouths and eyes shut as they wave at her. The doctor provides Christine with some prescriptions before sending them on their way. As the couple walks back to the beach, they decide to grab a bite at a nearby cafeteria. The waitress at the cafeteria becomes fixated on Christine's necklace, leading the owner to abruptly intervene and push her away. Feeling unsettled by the necklace, Christine decides to remove it. As they sit in, the locals abandon various masks pass by. It becomes evident that they are a part of a mysterious festival. Neil's interest in the festivities catches Christine's attention, and she grants him permission to capture some photos of the masked celebrants. Neil eagerly joins the parade of the enigmatic festival, leaving Christine alone at the cafeteria. Feeling nauseous once again, Christine heads to the restroom only to be startled as a snake emerges from her mouth. Meanwhile, Neil stumbles upon a statue resembling Christine's face and takes a quick snapshot. Suddenly, a local man snatches Neil's phone and frantically deletes the footage of him choking Christine. Determined, Neil manages to track down the man, retrieves his phone, and hastily returns to the cafeteria in search of Christine. However, the owner informs him that she is not there. leaving behind only Christine's bag. The owner notices Christine's necklace and confiscates it. Meanwhile, Christine finds herself lying in bed, surrounded by eerie-looking women with sewn-together eyes and mouth. These women extract blood from themselves and put into Christine's eye. Neil continues his search for Christine. The cafeteria owner informs him that they have already found her, prompting him to rush to her location. He discovers her lying unconscious on the street, with the necklace bag around her neck, carrying her until she regains consciousness. Neil notices her blood-stained arm and wonders how the necklace reappeared. Christine hesitates but eventually opens up to Neil, revealing the terrifying ordeal with the creepy woman and their ritual. In a surprising turn of events, Christine spots a bar waitress who had given her the necklace visiting a tattoo shop. However, the waitress flees upon seeing Christine. The couple enters the tattoo shop and inquires about the waitress. The tattoo man in the shop unexpectedly embraces Christine with joy before departing, expressing gratitude. The tattoo artist explains that the necklace was a special gift for Christine, considering her a celebrated guest. After compensating the artist, they learn the whereabouts of the waitress, with a warning that her bar is not welcoming to the Westerners. At the bar, the couple attracts the attention of the locals, who all wear smiles as they observe Christine's presence. The waitress warmly greets them, returning Neil's passport but claiming not to have Christine's. Neil recounts the shocking incident to the waitress, who dismisses it as a mere kinkiness resulting from the drink they consumed. Christine confronts the waitress for giving them the drink, but the waitress insists it was her own choice. A crowd of locals gathers around, smiling at Christine, causing her discomfort. The couple promptly leaves the bar, with the local children playing nearby, seemingly ignored by the couple. Back at their tourist house, the couple gets ready to depart as Neil finally finds a fisherman willing to transport them to the mainland. Before leaving, they accept a drink from Samantha, expressing a gratitude for its restorative effect. Samantha cryptically remarks that the necklace also contributed to Christine's well-being, attributing it to the island's magic. Christine questions Samantha's belief in the island magic, offering to give her the necklace, but Samantha insists Christine should keep it for good luck. Later, the couple waits on the dock for the fisherman's boat to depart. In their vicinity, another fisherman slices open a fish's stomach. Unable to find a signal for her phone, Christine walks away from the dock in search of reception. As Neil is left alone on the dock, he suddenly falls into a trance-like state. The fisherman whispers something to him, and in that moment, he grabs a sharp knife and starts cutting his own stomach. He proceeds to pull out his own intestines. Meanwhile, Christine watches the footage Neil captured, which foretells their impending death on the island. Filled with dread, she rushes back to the dock, only to find Neil lifeless, plunging into the sea. Overwhelmed with terror, she lets out a scream and promptly loses consciousness. When she awakens, Christine finds herself back at the tourist house, frantically searching for Neil on the dock. But he is nowhere to be found. The boat is gone as well. An investigator approaches her, questioning what happened. She recounts the harrowing tale of Neil's demise and his fall into the sea, but the investigator appears skeptical. They turn to the fisherman for his account, and he insists that Christine was alone on the dock. Growing increasingly frantic, Christine is confronted by Samantha's calming presence. Later, as Christine walks near the dock, she experiences hallucinations. He catches glimpses of Neil's body along the shore, but it disappears whenever she approaches. She also discovers lifeless bodies covered in the dirt. Just then, Samantha calls her abruptly, ending her hallucinations. Samantha informs her that Neil is on the phone, prompting Christine to hurriedly try to speak with him. However, she only hears static noise as the phone loses reception. Christine begins to suspect that there is something mysterious at play, disrupting her reality. She implores Samantha to take her back to the bar. Along the way, Christine encounters a statue resembling her own face. Finally arriving at the bar, she enters alone, finding only a ringing telephone. As the surrounding abruptly darkens, a creepy woman materializes behind her. Struggling to speak, they realize their mouths are sewn shut. Christine attempts to open the creepy woman's mouth, resulting in a splatter of blood and another loss of consciousness. Once again, she awakens, finding herself back at the tourist house. She questions Samantha about how she returned there, and Samantha explains that Christine collapsed in front of them. Christine approaches the mirror and experiences sudden stomach pain. She dreams of the creepy woman facilitating her childbirth. Returning to reality, Samantha arrives to check on her and reveals that Neil is still alive, suggesting that Christine's visions of his death are hallucinations caused by her own fears. Samantha explains that Neil chose to distance himself from Christine out of concern for her safety. Following that, Samantha takes Christine to see the local doctor, who reveals that she is pregnant. Disbelieving the news, Christine claims it's impossible. However, when they examine the ultrasound ultrasound, it displays an image of a baby inside her. Suddenly, the electricity malfunctions and the ultrasound image transforms into a monstrous figure. Overwhelmed with fear, Christine attempts to escape the situation, running away from the doctor's attempt to administer an injection. She eventually encounters the investigator once more, who offers her a ride to the mainland due to an approaching storm. However, she declines, as finding her husband is her top priority. Continuing to wander the island, she eventually returns to the tattoo shop and questions the artist about her continued existence after being killed by her husband. The artist explains that she currently exists in the spiritual realm, as the spirits are preparing her for the final ritual. The artist reveals that Neil consumed the corpse oil, which allowed the islanders to manipulate him into killing Christine and burying her underground as a sacrifice. It becomes clear that the islanders have been sacrificing pregnant women for years. The artist reveals that the islanders plan to sacrifice Christine to protect themselves from an impending storm. Just then, artist's son falls ill and she claims that Christine's necklace can heal him. Christine insists on receiving help first before giving up the necklace. When the local doctor arrives at the tattoo shop, the artist instructs Christine to hide. It becomes apparent that the doctor suspects the artist is hiding Christine, so he allows the artist to drink the corpse oil. Tragically, the artist becomes manipulated and takes her own life. Once the doctor leaves, Christine witnesses the artist stabbing herself and flees the shop in fear. Outside, she encounters Samantha, who offers her a ride to the ferry station. During the journey, Samantha's daughter reveals that they are not heading to the ferry station. Christine realizes that Samantha is unaware of ultrasound technology, leading her to suspect that young girl is not Samantha's daughter. Christine questions the girl, which discloses that her real mother was sacrificed and that Samantha is involved in the islanders' sacrificial practices. Samantha justifies her belief in sacrifices as it cured her cancer and tells Christine to be grateful because the island gave her a child. Angry and desperate for answers about her husband, Christine puts on her seatbelt and shoots Samantha with a gun she obtained from the tattoo shop. The car crashes and Christine walks away, leaving the young girl behind. She flees into the woods where the islanders dressed in white clothing captures her. They bring her in front of a monument, and when she awakens, it's already dark. Christine opens the gate of the monument and enters where the islanders in white clothes welcome her. Despite her attempts to escape, an old woman renders her unconscious with a magic power. When she wakes up, she finds herself tied to a pillar. The waitress appears, offering her the choice to leave, but Christine refuses. The waitress emphasizes that the ritual sacrifice is Christine's own decision. The doctor reveals that Christine's child is part her husband's and part from the island. The ritual begins as the waitress sews Christine's eyes shut. In her dream, she envisions a beach with her husband, who reveals that their child is a girl. Suddenly, Neil yells at her to wake up and she breaks free from the dream, managing to untie herself. She fights back against the islanders as a storm approaches. The waitress allows Christine to choose whether she wants to be the sacrifice. Seeking an escape, Christine inquires about the location of a local's boat, and he points it out. The young girl convinces Christine to stay, explaining that if she leaves, everyone on the island will die from the storm. However, Christine decides to run away and boards the road to leave the island. Eventually, the storm devastates the island, claiming the lives of the islanders and signaling a failed sacrifice. Rescuers arrive and discover Christine floating in the boat in the middle of the sea. A rescuer checks her pulse and declares her dead. Finding her necklace, the rescuer picks it up and places Christine's body alongside the deceased islanders. The necklace is returned to Christine's body bag. In the end, Christine's eyes open as he is revived and set free from the spiritual world by the power of the magic necklace. So that was all for today. Hope you like our video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel if you like our content. Thank you. Bye.